Your product, faced with hard luck. Faced with hard
Pimps and
luck.
card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck.
Your product, faced with hard luck. Faced with hard
Pimps and
luck.
card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck.
Good morning and welcome to the Hard Luck Show. I'm your certified host, Steve Lucky Luciano. You know what it is. I got my man, the Indian, in the house.
Yeah, Chumahan. Good fucking morning. Let's go.
And old Blue Eyes himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
That
was
That's all
it.
you get.
Okay, all right.
That's all we need.
And we got King Salmon getting some visuals this morning. So,
Yeah.
gentlemen, ladies, and everybody, communities all across the Southland and the world.
And the
The
world.
long-awaited rejoining us today. We've been waiting for a while. L.A., the face of L.A.,
Yeah.
Mr. Baldacci in the house.
Woo!
What's up, man? Thank you
Yeah.
guys for having us here.
And Baldacci brought Jonathan with him today. Got Shady in the house, right?
What's up, man? What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Effort. What's up, gentlemen? What's going on?
Just here, bro, man. Just working nonstop. Everything, starting to fall in place and come together for us. And, we're blessed to be here to talk about it.
I'm trying to think back when, because I have pictures on my phone of when Baldacci came in and did the show and we were audio.
Days ago. Might have been pre-COVID.
Wait.
Yeah, I think it was
Right? It
pre-COVID.
was at
Yep.
the old law office.
Yep. We had a great, man, dude. I think we did a two-part.
Yeah.
a really good show,
mean,
man.
There's so much there with Baldacci. Of course, it's more than one show.
Yep, a lot more than one show.
A
But
lot
shit,
more than
dog.
one
Yeah,
show.
you gotta. If you're listening right now, I suggest. Do we know what show number that is? Are we looking for it right now? Anybody got that?
Yeah.
77.
What?
Wow.
Wait, what'd you just say?
77.
Show 77?
77, yeah.
Baldacci.
Damn, G. Damn, we're over how many?
I do
400.
404 right now.
Yeah, dog. So that's crazy.
Jesus Christ. You
I
might
didn't
be
know
in
it was that far back.
He might be in it. Baldacci might be in another tax bracket by now, man.
Man,
That's how long
yeah,
it's been.
dog. I'm telling you, man. OG. Hard luck.
Yeah.
So it's been a while, man. A lot of different things that happened, man. This guy's continued to elevate his game and put
Right.
better and more music out. But tell us, man. I know we're running around today, but on the music shit, what's going on with you, Baldacci? You dropping some music, man. I'm seeing a few things here and there. What's going on?
I got over 150 tracks that I haven't released that are just sitting there. I've been recording. It's been nonstop for me with that. Like, I sit on a lot of my music only because, I always feel like there's, always, time and, for improvement, of course, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like every track just gets better after the next one. Always, and I'm always like, okay, I'm going to use these right here for the album. But then it goes into like, oh, shit, I like these better. Let me use these. And so it just keeps on and on and on. It's an ongoing process with me. But I want to say, like, we got a distribution deal in the mix, which I'll let John talk about shortly. That right there kind of got us on hold from putting out the music the way we want to put it out, which it's a good thing, you know what I mean? And I'm happy that it's taking place and, gonna start, of course, starting revenue coming in the way it should be. It's been a long time us working on music and trying to, make something happen when it comes to like money and you know what I mean. It's not easy for sure.
Baldacci, when you have as many unreleased tracks as you've got, do you ever find one that you kind of forgot about and you're like, fuck, that's a banger, man. What the hell? Where has that been?
Oh yeah, all the time. There's a lot of times where I'm just sitting there listening to stuff and I'm like, damn, when did I record this? Or, we'll remember like a certain part of the song and we're like, damn, where'd this one come from? How did, where does, like, I forget. I got so many songs, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like,
How do you keep track of them all? Do you have like a catalog? Do you have them all in a database?
So like we have a flash drive, of course, that has a lot of all of our music basically on the flash drive, and the hard drive, yeah, where we have the music at, and there's so much music on that hard drive that it's amazing, bro. Like and now now that excuse me, sorry about that. Now that more and more stuff is happening, it's like the pieces are just falling into place, and you know, the music go along with everything that we're doing. So
Right.
it's a blessing.
Right. And then do you and John, do you guys sit back and listen to a lot of the various tracks and think about maybe fine tuning them, or are they finished, or is it just a different depending on the tracks?
So we have like a lot of our stuff is ready to go, basically, you know what I'm saying? And there is a lot of tracks that aren't ready to go, like they're not mixed or they're not mastered, which we need to still get done. And yeah, I mean, we listen to a lot of stuff. You know, there's times where I'll send them, most of the time when I record, after I'm done recording, I'll send them the track and like, check that out, you know? But there's always a lot of times where, you know, he'll send me stuff that I completely forgot about, that I recorded 3, 4, 5 years ago with, you know, my boy JR, or, you know, just my people, everybody that that's been working with us. So
John, man, is it when you have when you're working with an artist that's as prolific as Baldacci, and what's your strategy, or how do you deal with, you know, Baldacci might be very excited about something he's working on currently right now, but you might know, like, oh, we got in the pocket a fucking banger that I got to kind of get in front of him back again and say, hey, remember this? Or how do you, or what's your function when he's sending you stuff? How do you work with Baldacci to help him maybe refine or fine tune whatever?
Man, something that I learned working with Baldy is pretty much his ear for music is like spot on. Like, music-wise, you don't really have to do much for him except studio, access to beats, and what he does is pretty much, you know, what I would have done anyways. Like, as far as what songs he wants to push, his ear for music is there. The only thing that we'd ever, hey, maybe change this word to this, or and really that's it. Like, just small things like that. But as far as the vision of what he wants to put out and what he's presenting, he's pretty spot on with telling his story and knowing how to format. Okay, this song should go first in front of this song. Okay, I love this song, but maybe let's save it for a single. Like, he's really really good at that part of it. You know, of his craft, of you know, how he wants to present his story.
And when you guys are working together, like, so Baldacci, are there times where you're like, you know, I need people around me that are gonna tell me straight?
Better tell these guys about what's in your nose.
Oh yeah, I got
don't think you're crazy.
Everything was cool till you said something, bro. Because
I'm looking at it, it looks
don't
crazy.
look at it. Don't look at it. Don't worry about it.
I'm looking at it.
Baldacci was ready to hear some questions about art. No, but listen, I got allergies. I put this shit up there so I can fucking do the goddamn show. That's how committed I am. All right, now look, I don't give a fuck. Look at my, I don't give a shit. But here's the thing.
okay.
No, you guys have so as an artist, right? Some artists sometimes they can't. They got to have certain notes given to them in a certain way because they don't want to. Are you the kind that wants it straight? Do you know when your guys around you might be yes-manning you a little bit and you're like, hey, guys, I need you to just fucking tell me? Or is it not like that at all?
No, I feel like we all, you know, we all do. We all got to be honest with each other, you know what I'm saying? And it's like most of the stuff that we do, we're so seasoned when it comes to recording music and making tracks that it's already at the point where we don't have that problem, you know what I mean? A lot of the stuff that we're putting out is really, really good music, not to, you know, toot my own horn or whatever.
I mean, if it's the truth, it's the truth, man.
It is, you know, we get a lot of love, we get a lot of good positive feedback, and then with each other, like, you know, we're always going to be honest and be like, hey, my boy, I think, you know, this could sound a little better if we do this or if we do that, and that's always, you know, a plus working with, you know, my team and everybody that I work with, because who else doesn't want to work with somebody that you're comfortable working with and comfortable enough for them to tell you, like, oh, you need to fix this or you need to fix that, you know?
And so how is so you guys, I heard Big Lux in the opening remarks of the, he was saying like you guys are running around and doing some stuff. So like,
Yeah.
what is that?
Well, what I was gonna say though was I wanted to get like in a place where the whole game is. And I'm talking about more about rap music. Do you? I mean, I think it would be an honest statement to say that maybe everybody in that community can feel the temperature.
Like what? What do you explain? My bad.
Meaning like just like maybe the aggressive or aggression in rap music right now, or like I don't know, maybe that a darker tone on hip hop right now and rapping and all of it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's always been there, but I feel like there's this definitely darker cloud that seems to be finding itself over rap music more and more often. And I want to know if you feel like this narrative is starting to get old, or if this narrative is starting to change, or do you see other artists coming that are changing up the narrative of a lot of what's like carrying over into the streets, just like it's the negative shit in it, the negative, super negative. Everybody's fucking a killer, a shooter, do you see this narrative changing? What do you think about it right now? It's so embedded in our culture and community and youth and music right now. Like, do you see the narrative changing? Because I think that narrative right there is 85-90% of the music we're hearing.
Right.
Commercially.
I mean, yeah, like, I feel, there's so many different types of music, so many different genres. Like, it's everywhere, that cloud is upon everybody, and I feel like it's up to us to just work around it and kind of just, keep doing you, focus on what you're trying to do. And, like with myself, like a lot of people will be like, oh, there's a different time frame of music now. The younger generation is doing a different type of music. Mm-hmm. Myself, I'm keeping it the old school, the way that I basically learned to do music and the music that I listen to. But like I was telling my boy yesterday, we had a little conversation, and I told him that like there's people that pop overnight, you know what I'm saying, and that doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't mean anything, and I'm happy for the ones that do, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, you did that, but I was telling my boy JR, like there needs to be a foundation. There needs to be. It's like when you work out in the gym, you get swole or whatever, but you got to work on your legs. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. I don't know how to do it, but I hear you.
No, I feel it. I used to be the same way. So it's like, you don't want your team to be top heavy and just tip over and shit like a palm tree. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's just, you need to just keep that foundation strong. You need to build from the bottom up. So it's like the people that are popping from one day to the next, like I'm not hating on them, but 9 times out of 10 they'll be forgotten in a certain amount of time. When us that are building from the ground up will be remembered for years from now, a lot of years from now. So I'm saying, to answer your question about the changing, I always feel that there's room for improvement and there's room for change, and I feel like we need to be the ones to basically make that change.
Yeah.
And when you're, let me ask you this because I'm very much interested in the fact that you're an artist.
Right.
I mean, let's not fuck around. You're an artist.
Right.
So, from your perspective, at least for you, all right, not for everybody, what do you think is the most important thing for you as an artist you need to do?
I want to say the most important thing for an artist to do is to stay focused and not lose that that drive and that animo, like that you need to keep that. You can't let other situations that are taking place in life and in the community and all that knock you off your balance. You know what I mean? You have to stay in tune basically with what's going on and just, like I said, focused. And it's really hard to do. It's really hard to lose. Really easy to lose your focus. So, the main part is staying focused, keep putting out, music no matter what, and just follow that dream.
And what strategies do you employ that most people might not understand that help you stay focused? What things do you stay away from? What habits do you develop? Have you done any of those types of things?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, the main thing that I feel like I've done that a lot of people aren't going to be willing to do is block out everything, which, like I tell people, it's messed up because, I don't see my kids as much as I would love to see my kids. But, at the moment, I felt like there's nothing really I can do for them financially, and, the little time that I do give to them, of course, like that, I love seeing my kids. And when they see me, they love seeing me as well. But I feel like what I'm doing and what I'm building and what I'm working on is going to be a lot better for them in the future because, I'm going to have something to leave them or for them to have and for them to be able to, go. They don't have to get it out the mud like we did, I want them to be able to have something where they can start their stuff, and then keep going.
What do you think? What is your strategy to writing? How do you write? Do you listen to the beat? Do you get solitary? Is it a combination?
So yeah, it's so crazy that I've been in the studios and I've been, doing this for so long that we load the beat up and I assassinate it.
It just comes.
There you go.
I just load it up. I listen to it I could listen to like half of a second of a beat, and the producer, I'll tell him, load that one. And he's like, you haven't even heard it yet. And I'm like, I load it. And he loads it, and I drop it down, you know what I mean?
Is it a feeling or a recognition that you have when you get that moment, that flash?
That sound, it's like one little sound that I need, that once I have that one little sound, it's like that's the sound that I was looking for. That's the sound that that I'm hunting down, and I just go to work. I write so fast, it's crazy. Like I'm like really, really, really fast. Like I'll finish a song in an hour. Like depending on if it needs a hook, of course. My boy JR will either put a hook together. The homie Jokes, they'll do a hook, or sometimes I do the hooks. Depending on the vibe and the type of song that I'm trying to do that day. But it's become so easy for me. Like the people I used to work with before, which is my boy Leche and Sonny Blue and them from Smooth Hustle. Like they would tell me, like, before we feel like you had not as much confidence as you do now. Like now you go into the studio and you make the studio your bitch, like.
You know what it sounds like? What you're saying, man, it's like what some people put out there about mastery. Like 10,000 hours is what it takes in order for you to have a certain level of mastery for your craft.
Right.
And it sounds like that's what you're saying. You're saying I put in so much work. It is now I'm in a different zone.
Yeah.
Than somebody else because I've been doing it for so long. Do you, and this might be a stupid question, but in everyday language, while you're talking to people, communicating, and you're hearing stuff, does your mind automatically also hear rhyming words that go with that, or interesting things that are put together?
Not all the time, but there is times where I could be talking to somebody and just I'll tell my boy Speedy real quick, like, hey, do me a favor, write this on your phone real quick, like he'll write a couple bars for me or something because they'll just come to me right then and there. Or if I hear a certain beat, I'm like, oh man, I need to find this beat, like, or like stuff like that. But when I'm like communicating with somebody, like it doesn't, I don't sit there and just start rhyming to them, you know what I mean? But like
like internally, do you, like, every time you say the word light, do you also know, like, fuck, what? Do you do that? I would. I don't know.
I understand what you're saying. I mean, there is times where there's certain, words where I feel like, damn, I wonder what rhymes with this. I wonder how many things I can rhyme with this one word,
Right.
Yeah, in that sense, yeah.
And what about, I find it fascinating that you can listen to just a small fragment. In terms of beats, have you gotten so much experience listening to beats that you can tell a lot about a song with a short amount of information about it? Like you could hear the bass and be like, yeah, you know what? I know what this is.
Yeah, I mean, I love sounds, of course, you know what I mean? I love instruments. I love all of that. I'm not, savvy with producing and with working like the stuff, like anything to record. Like I could have learned that a long time ago, but I feel like that takes from what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like,
They got people you can pay to do that.
right.
Well,
know.
you got to pick what you're gonna do.
Right. I've had like, my boy Guns, we would work together, and, out of nowhere, he's like, oh, I got to learn how to record us, because then who's going to record us once nobody's here? So he started learning to record us, but then he'll be upset because he's like, I'm just recording you guys. I can't even rap no more, So I understood that, and I didn't want that to happen to me. I wanted to keep rapping. Like, that's what I do. I do music. I rap. I don't engineer. I don't produce. I don't anything else but rap,
Yeah. And what about what for you from an artist standpoint? What is a sound that for you think is like, that's an exquisite sound? These are the sounds I like.
So I like the piano. I like the piano.
Like
a
natural
lot.
piano.
Right. Yeah, I like the piano a lot. I like dark beats that have like, that 808 and like just the deep, dark storytelling type beats, because that's what I do. I put my stories that I've lived on the track,
And what for you is maybe the overused or whatever sounds where you're like, man, if I hear that one more time, I'm gonna fucking punch the wall.
All right. I mean, there's so many out there that it's like, you hear a lot of them where you're like, oh, I've heard this over and over. It's hard for me to explain like what exactly, but there's a lot of them out there that it's like, okay, I've heard this plenty of times, and it's not for me, or
Yeah.
Hey, you're funny.
What?
I like some of your questions. You got good questions, partner. Tell us, you guys, tell us more about this creation of raps. How did this all come to bear? Because we're going to bring everybody up to speed with what was going on today and some posts people are seeing. But how did this come into play? Because you guys been talking to me about this for a while.
Yeah, man. I was running around with you all day today. We was grinding it out in the car together.
Hell yeah.
So right before COVID, a friend of ours that we've been working with for a while on, just random things, had linked us up with this hemp wrap company out of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And, they wanted to do a hemp wrap, for Baldacci, partnership.
I love it. Yeah.
So let me see. Boom. So that's
Oh, what's this?
so we've been.
Yeah, take a look at
we
that.
got some.
Billionaire hemp wraps, the face of LA, but Baldacci.
Throw one over here.
Oh,
Let me have
look at
one
that.
right there. Look at that.
Look at the
Bring that thing over here.
yeah.
Put that thing
let
up.
Big Lux take a look at that right there.
There you go.
Who's the handsome guy in the back? Who the hell is that? Look at that shit.
Look at this right here.
Look at that.
Again, you see that?
Yeah.
Billionaire hemp wraps.
You show your kids that, be like, look at
That's
your
what
dad.
you need right there. You
Looks
understand?
like people are taking pictures
So
of me
these are
putting it on
now available in Cookies dispensaries.
there. What is?
These hemp
papers.
wraps.
These
You
hemp
can buy
wraps.
them at Cookies?
Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
Listen, man, they're dropping across the Southland. Okay, so first it's hitting your Cookies Melrose and your Cookies
Yeah.
Maywood. Then we get out into the Valley. Then we get into lemonade stores and into Santa Ana. Then
Yeah.
San Bernardino, and all the cookie stores eventually will come aboard because Baldacci's part of that fam, dude. Burner's all about it. I'm all about it. This is my brown brother from Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hell yeah, this is an authentic
And this is
fucking-
dude, this is great product. This is great product by a very consistent artist, a real artist. And this is
Right.
great product. So his music, that's the quality of like those raps. Like they've worked on this. They've crafted this. He's had a hand in crafting exactly what that is when you open that up.
Right.
And all quality shit. That's all they do is quality, high level.
Yeah, man.
Premium ass everything you guys do. So the raps come right with it. So we're all supporting them at Cookies,
At Cookies?
on this rollout here. Yeah,
I love this. I mean, it's the face of LA. There's nobody that can say
come
that.
on, man.
Right? That's signature shit right there.
Definitely a blessing, something to be proud of. It's something I'm very humble about it and very appreciative of everything that is taking place in my life and my team's life, and everybody. I just want to keep moving and keep working and progressing.
What are the flavors of those wraps? The 2 flavors.
So we have Baldacci Gold and Baldacci Black. The black one is a cognac flavor.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the gold one is fruit punch.
Yeah.
Right,
So-
for the Caribbean brothers.
Right. we want everybody to, we want everybody to tap in.
He's stupid, this guy. I just say the guy like eating some jerk chicken and then smoking a fatty with
It's
this
a
thing.
fruit punch. Yeah, it's a fruit
Yeah.
punch. Come and get some
The
fruit punch.
Caribbean, dude. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, they're definitely different. They're definitely good. Like
Who, the Caribbean guys?
yeah, man. Wow, the hemp wraps are a different vibe. They
Right.
smoke
Yeah.
good. They
And they're tobacco free?
tobacco free hemp.
Yeah.
wraps.
Dude, and they peel open into chew. Like once you get in there, you
Yeah.
guys will see there's a surprise. When you
Right.
buy them and crack them open, you're going to find out.
Who designed the art?
I don't know, man.
Because
Who did the
that
art?
shit's
That shit's
sick.
dope.
Yeah,
Our
so
side.
this company Billionaire Hemp Wrap, he said our friend had linked us up with them.
Yeah.
They flew us out to Houston, and the vision that they had was this.
Right.
Can you imagine
of course
100 years from now, somebody finds one of these? They'll be like, fuck! You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like, what the fuck? This is badass, G.
No,
Yeah,
it is.
fuck yeah. If you know what, man, I'd be happy to have one of these motherfuckers and be like, look what I did. Just bury me with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fucking own him.
Like King
Rap.
Tut, like in a
Come on,
tomb.
dog. Come on now.
Come on,
That
Les,
shit looks like
you,
a movie.
you was
I
the
mean, it
plug,
does.
bro. You was the plug. You made all that happen today.
Yeah,
bro.
just
So
helped
appreciate that,
help
man.
make some introductions happen. But it's like, I mean, he's working on some projects, man. But he's got a great music career. He's done countless different. I mean, there's small documentaries on him online, different, articles on him in media, and just L.A., man.
And you were driving
this
around-
is Los Angeles.
You were driving around in L.A. with John in the car?
Oh yeah,
Who was
we were
driving?
rolling.
John?
We
Who
were
was
rolling.
John?
He was, bro, from.
How was
90
that? You
It was cool.
it wasn't jerky. Did you cut
Oh, there's a
yourself?
few. There's a
Hey,
few.
it's a
He's
seatbelt.
laughing.
Was a
He's like,
seatbelt tight?
You should ask Lucky how was that. Not
I didn't drive, bro. I was chilling.
Are you it?
I was chilling.
Yeah.
Right. No, I know.
I almost ran into the back of a truck a couple times.
Steve's
Oh
a
yeah,
multitasker.
no, you know what?
He's a
You know,
multitasker.
now I do remember. 3
Yeah.
times I was like, whoa.
I can't say shit because I'm just as bad as him, dude. I've been fucking texting and fucking doing all kind of shit. My cousin won't even ride with me. All right, but
we
these
were
are
rolling,
fucking.
we were rolling in, dog. We were rolling into these stores today, and they were just all about. They were with the business.
Hey,
you know?
seriously, let's stop fucking around, John. How like in awe do these stores get when Big Luck shows up in person? Like, do they roll? They're like, does everything stop? And they roll out that red carpet. And they're like, oh man, it's Big Luck's. Like when he goes into these stores.
Yeah, pretty much. Man.
Nah, I don't know about that. We had a couple that acted like that, and a couple that didn't. But
Bro, we got
All love.
goodie bags. So
Oh, it's all good. Oh.
yeah, they
it was
treated-
like we had these goodie bags waiting for you. I was like, Lux, you the man,
Yeah.
bro.
Left
So
happy.
Absolutely. And everybody over at Maywood, everybody at Santa Ana, everybody at Melrose, the Lemonade, and what was that last one in the Valley? Woodland Hills. Excuse me. Woodland Hills. Steve LaBelle and everybody. Everyone treat us very,
Yeah, it
very
was a good
kindly.
day.
And listen, the raps are undeniable. You know what I'm saying? I don't care whether you like them or not. You gotta have them as soon as you see them.
Well, you know what we should do, and stop fucking around, is we should figure out a show, we do the video of someone actually fucking
Opening.
wrapping one up and
Oh,
smoking the
hell
shit
yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
But you know what we should do is bring in the LA Times cannabis man to fucking smoke on that.
Oh yeah.
What do
He
you
do a
think
whole
about
story on
that?
He can do a story on them.
Hell
we got the LA
yeah.
Times cannabis guy.
Yeah, like this dude, he's like, the Wall
We'll have to
Street
film
Journal.
it out. We'll have to film it outside,
Yeah, we'll figure
so we
something
can break
out.
it down.
Maybe
roll
we'll
it
go
up.
to one of these fucking whatever they are.
Consumption lounges.
Yeah.
Meet him over there.
Hell
Bring
yeah.
all this.
Yeah, get him real fucking stoned.
Do a whole review.
whole review.
Okay.
Right?
Baldacci likes
have the music on with some big headphones, listening to Baldacci and smoking the Baldacci raps like the whole fucking nine, bro.
Yeah.
Have him write about it, put the fucking video
All right.
up.
So we'll do that. We'll schedule it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna treat him with some weed and some hemp wraps. And we're
Right.
gonna let him tell the story of it.
Yeah, we'll make sure, we'll tell him,
Yeah.
we'll give him a ride in the back of the car, put our arms and listen, this better be a good story, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's slippery
All
around
that.
here.
Yeah. Nice little envelope. Never hurt nobody either.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we could do it the easy way or the hard way. However you want to do this. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, man. What's next up with the music? What do people need to be paying attention to or listening up for?
Come on, man.
So explain to them about the.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that we've kind of been focusing on is timing, and something that we had to learn along the journey is patience. So, this has been our focus. We knew that they were close. We've got the double album, they're ready to go. We've got the distribution deal that. Big shout out to Yellow Wolf and his whole team. They've been.
I know that.
Yeah, man. They have just been like family to us since
Really?
first day. Huge shout out to Esteban for linking that up. He had Esteban was shooting with Wolf, and Wolf was like, "I want to go to the hood," and he's like, "You want to go to the hood?" And he's like, "I want to go to the hood." So Esteban called Baldy. He's like, "Hey, can I bring Wolf to the hood?" And he was like, "Yeah, bring him through." And it was Friday the 13th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
He came through on the right day.
Just happened to be there.
Could have been the wrong day. Lucky for him, it was the right day.
And him and his team pulled up, chilled at the house, had beers, took pictures, hung out the whole day, and we just built a relationship with them. Every time they're out here, they hit us up.
Yeah.
Man, last week Wolf performed at the Grammy Museum.
Yeah.
So they were out here, hit us up like, "Hey, come down to the Grammy Museum. We're doing a performance." We've done a few songs with them. All on 3 is out right now. Excuse me.
All on threes?
All on 3.
All right, all on 3.
Wolf put that out. We've got another one that's going to be on Baldy's double album, and we've just kept that relationship going, and they're the ones that had actually helped us with this, obtain this distribution deal through their people and who they work with. His manager, Ounce, and myself, we kind of built a cool relationship, and so we're just trying to get everything situated, to just get to that next level. We feel like we've done everything that we needed to do, covered all the bases here.
Yeah.
And that foundation that he was talking about building is ready to be built upon. So
Has there been any discussion about maybe doing an album along with the Baldacci raps?
We haven't completely talked about doing a whole album. I just did a track the other day for Billionaire Hemp Rap for the Private Reserve, which that's what it's called, Private Reserve. I did that the other day, featuring my boy Jokes, and it's actually a really, really good song, and we went around with that.
Because I'm looking at that artwork and I'm like, that's album artwork, right? That's fucking sick ass shit. So I really feel like, at some point, like you said, like a track or some artwork that with the music that go along with that, it seemed like that's a natural fit.
It's going down.
It's going down.
Yeah, it's going down.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
A lot, man. It's a lot going on, and I feel in a lot of ways that, in my opinion, I feel like, this dude is representing Los Angeles.
Right.
He's taking it upon himself to put that crown on, and nobody, he decided to step into that position. Right. And, man, coming out of Southern California, coming out of Los Angeles, to be particular, it's real. You're going to have to navigate through a lot, especially if you're from, if you come from somewhere, and you do things, and I just admire, you always have a cool head. You never change it up. From the day I met you till now, you've still been the same guy every time you show up, and that's not, I see that from people from LA. I don't see that from a lot of other people, and it certainly is, as time goes by, you know, man, there's just a lot of funny styles, especially in the business. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying? So
exactly.
we find or keep real people that stay consistent. And you know what? Something else that he was talking about earlier on, we had just spoken about in the last show. And Chumahan was asking me about cookies and the brand, and I was saying that from my experience and where I'm at right now for cookies. And I'm saying this because there's an amount of something, when I look at something that somebody's really done the work behind it.
Right.
To build something by with their
Right.
hands. Cookies at a place where it's like, now is the time where you stay on for what you believe and what you signed up for. Like, it's now where there's a lot of things that you can't control going on in our economy, in our world, and I think that sometimes people get tricked because they're like, they hear somebody saying, well, the younger people are doing these tracks. They might be saying to Cookies, well, the young cat or the kids over here are starting to wear like,
Right.
do these
Right.
flared pants, you know, but that's really not what we are, right?
Right.
Or you having to, somebody tell you should do this, but that's not really who you are.
Right.
And I think that that's something that you've obviously been able to accomplish. Like your music still has the same feel as the first time I listened to it. The same song now, your newest song, has the same, I don't know what the word would be.
Like-
It's not
like
just energy,
essence.
but it's almost the essence.
Right.
Almost the directive or almost the narrative of the sound, like that storytelling, that build up, or however it works in Baldacci's music that gets
Yeah.
you going, expired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That journey is something you've been able to do, man. And I feel like we all see it, bro. We see somebody who just decides, I'm gonna take the money. You know, or they start doing some goofy, and then that shit's played out. And 6 months later, a year later, you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or who knows? Some people blow up. They're willing to do that. But I don't know, man. I look at your body of work. I look at what you've done with Estevan and a few surrounding projects, and I gotta be honest, man. I mean, there's been a lot of times in the last 30 years, man, 35 years that I've seen like cats get into a position and then just do some shit that maybe aesthetically looked real fucking whack and just bummed me out. It offended me. I felt I take shit like that's making us look bad type shit, you know, and I feel like that's happened. And I know that working with Cartoon and Estevan, and when we started in this thing building brands, we had there's a certain level of taste in the way that we present things. And I feel like there was a lot of people that just wanted to shortcut and just do whatever, and pop up however. And I think that you coming into this whole fold and your artwork and who you are, what you stand on, the aesthetics around you, like, are just true to form, bro. He's been able to capture what, you know, you're not trying to, you're just letting somebody in to see what you got. And I think that, you know, man, I don't know, man. I look at you as that representative of Los Angeles. And I know that's a big fucking weight to put on your shoulders, bro. And, you know, and at the same time, I think that none of this is by mistake, that you came out with such a great product, that things are aligning for you there, that things will continue to align for your music. I just think that, you know, that's what you put out, bro. I think that you have, your styling of shit is always legit, even down to all of your label stuff that you guys make. Like, it's you keep this shit clean. You guys have style. You fucking take pride in what you're putting out. It's just not like wrap that, just fucking throw decoration and put that shit up like that. A lot of people do that shit. They don't stop to think this is representing me, man.
Right.
You gonna take this shit home, man? I'm gonna look like a clown on your dresser. Like some bullshit. Nah, man. And so you haven't been like that. You've stayed true, dog. You know, you've kept your cool. You stayed to who you are, man. And I just that's really more than anything the reason I'm supporting him is because he's real. You know, and I got a lot of love for the South Side, and I just want to see my guys win, especially the guys that aren't afraid to roll up their sleeves and then put in the fucking work, man.
Right.
You know, that's the least I fucking can do. But yeah, man, I'm excited about it. And only want to see these guys just really, really win. I already know what he's doing with his music. We fucking put fucking the guy in fucking everything we make, goddamn, because we like pictures of him over there at Cookies.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, man, it's he wears our stuff and really gets he's done wonders for our brand. So when this was kind of brought to Burner was like, man, he's fam. Let's make this happen. So that's how we get down, you know what I'm talking about? And
Right.
yeah, Baldacci. Baldacci, tell everybody where do they go
Wait,
to find you?
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Please.
That goddamn hat on.
I mean, he's the face of Los Angeles,
please.
right?
Sean,
Yeah.
audio engineer genius.
Because I
Please,
love
talk to
music.
my
I love
man.
listening to
Of
your
course you
music.
do.
I want to know, like, if there's artists out there, or like local artists that are around you that we're sleeping on right now that you know about that we should be listening to.
So like I tell everybody, you know, I'm really stuck in the box to where it's like I work with the effort music pretty much as just us, you know.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, there is artists out there that I know for a fact they have it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's some that I reach out to and I work with. For instance, the homie Scheme. He's a really dope artist that I've had John find and work with. We worked with and. You know, there's certain ones. I mean, I want to see everybody come up. You know, everybody has different styles and different forms of the way they do their music. It's just, you know, I don't reach out to just anybody because I don't know them like that. You know what I mean? And I don't know what their, you know, intentions are. I don't know what what their background is. I don't know. You know, so it's like the people I work with it's my company, the effort. You know, and my team, and you know. I mean, I got a lot of features, you know, big features too, and you know, other features as well from people that reached out to me and they've paid me to work with them or whatnot. But like, I feel like there's definitely a lot of potential, a lot of like, you know, Mexican artists that are doing a lot more things than we were 10 years ago. Like, I
for
see
sure.
it. I see it definitely, you know, starting to open up and. Things are getting better, you know. I mean, eventually somebody's gonna kick that door in, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Somebody
for sure.
will kick that door in, and that's gonna bring, you know, a lot of attention to the, you know, Hispanic community. You know, it's all love. We just need everybody else to embrace it. But we need to do the same, you know, as well. It works both ways, you know. So I just want to see my people win. That's it, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, man. You like that?
Yeah.
Hey, you know about that? I don't know if I've asked you this before, but who, like, if you had to give me, I know this is going to be hard, but I want you to give me your 5 groups that inspired you early as you started to approach and realize that you loved rap, that you wanted to make rap music. Like, that was, well, who were the 5 that really, like, maybe you carry a piece of them with you in everything you try and do?
Right. Well, since a kid, you know, I've always listened to like West Coast hip hop, like the whole, you know, Tupac, Eazy-E, of course, and you know, those were just me growing up, being younger, listening to the whole gangster rap type. Ice Cube, Dr. Dre. You know, I like a lot of 50 Cent's music. 50 Cent is a monster when it comes to like his structure of the group that he had, the G Unit group, and just the way he, you know, formatted everything and made plays. Like, I watched a lot of that. I soaked a lot of that up, you know, in, and kind of just ran with my own way of making my team the effort in the G Unit way. But you know, as far as not crumbling when it comes to, you know, getting tough, like I want to keep that, like I was telling JR, we're keeping that foundation and we're not letting it just break up, you know. This is something that we got to work on and build the legs for the body.
Yeah, man.
Legs.
We need the legs, you know.
Yeah, it's, you know something, man. It's you know, man. I think that it takes a lot of foresight. I think it takes a lot of work, determination, to keep something intact like that. I feel like I've been with brands, and in the beginning of brands, it was everybody was talking to each other a certain way, and things were a certain way. And then I saw the brand go to 20, to 50, to 100 million, you know. And I've seen through those levels different people come and go, different things change, but I've also seen brands that have done that and they didn't come apart.
Right.
They were able to keep it intact. They still do keep it intact. And I look at people like that, and like the guys that I know like that were like, they were genuinely raised with some fucking morals and some fucking, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say exactly, but it's, I don't know. I feel like that. I don't know, man. I felt like I wanted to say that, but am I making sense right now?
Of course, you're making sense. I feel what you're trying to say, and I feel like money changes people, power changes people, and it's like it's up to us to be able to maintain and keep that focus and not let that break what we're building, because what we're building is stronger, and it will bring money, power, and everything else that comes with it. But if you fall at the first time you fall down, you don't get back up, then you're not even built for this,
I mean, and you have a team of people that doesn't, like, every time I see Baldacci over the last few years, the team don't change up.
Right.
I don't keep on seeing new faces, like just weird shit that you do see a lot in the industry. And you've been consistent, man. I think you've been consistent in a lot of different ways. But what I was getting at mainly was that to keep everybody on the same page, motherfuckers ain't getting jealous, motherfuckers ain't talking shit, still have that enthusiasm, like the vision. Stay stuck to the vision of what we all, everybody's gonna eat. Stick to the vision. I think that's it takes ways. I mean, I study fucking coaches, man. I study Alabama's fucking
Saban.
coach. Yeah,
Saban,
Saban, man. I study people like that are able to get a team and keep a team engaged, focused, and get them across the finish line in business and all. And I think that you guys, you represent that, man. And when I see you guys, and you've been able to keep these people around you, and that's not always easy to do, man. But it takes a leadership quality, and it takes people who can really fucking care,
Hey, Lux, one of the things that, me and Baldy always talked about when we talked about, like, what we wanted to build as a team was very small. Very small. Everybody that is just as dedicated to what they're trying to do as what we're trying to do. And, like JR, he does his thing, bro. He does his own thing. He's strong. He does his Spanish thing. He does his English thing. And at the end of the day, we're all a team, and that's what we want. We want people as focused as he is, and it works like that because everybody's pushing towards one goal. We all know what the plan is, and you see it. You see the circle sometimes get smaller, but rarely see it get bigger, and that's just the way we want to keep it, and it's worked out for us so far. You see everybody that was with us pushing, these hemp wraps today, and how many cars we had follow into every, every spot.
Yeah.
And that's what that produces. It produces, that, and
man, it's a trip, dude. Because in order, you guys listen to me out there. In order for what's happening, like, you guys don't get to see it. What you guys are hearing is us on the microphone talking about a bunch of shit you know nothing about, probably. Okay, and not saying that in a fucked up way, but it takes all sorts of people compromising. Takes all sorts of people of different walks and lives and ethnicities and experiences. It takes setting all that shit aside and being willing to maybe learn something, to hear something, to try something new, to trust somebody. It takes all that stuff in order for stuff like this to actually, first off, ever even get made.
Yeah.
Then to think that you're going to go ahead and now be a purveyor to somebody else, and they're going to like it enough that they're going to spend their money and gamble on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got some balls if you think you do. Better have some. You better really have that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's ultimately exactly what we've got here, and I think it's a lot of work, and it's good work, and it's real shit. It's consistent, and it's how these dudes are gonna get it, man. It took, though, not hating on a brother. It took on like, let me see what this dude's talking about. Let me give him a call back. Like being willing to be bothered at a place and like actually exchange a conversation. Then you're like, all right, we'll exchange information. Hear somebody. Give somebody a shot. Somebody give you a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just saying that it never got anywhere from somebody hating on the next man or not wanting to see the next one. Man, I don't want to see these guys win. Other people want to see them win. Other races, other people for other areas. I mean, and that's like the wave that you're in as far as I know you. Like the people you fuck with are on some positive shit. Let's build. Let's do this.
Hey, bro.
We
Tonight, one of the dopest things, the last experience when we were at Melrose. When we walked in, this dude turned around and he told him, "Man, I need to get a picture with you. I just feel the energy." And you know, it was cool. Like he just
Yeah, he said
on some positive shit. He's just like, "Man, I need to."
Yeah.
He's just attracted to it. So
Well, I mean, in all honesty, you know, being the face of LA actually does mean that you are going to transcend all these divisions you were talking about, because it's all those people that make up LA. So you're setting, in some ways, by the name that you have, you're setting a tone of like it's transcending, it's bigger than, because you really can't be the face of LA if you're only committed to representing slightly just a few people that live in LA.
True.
And that's why I always tell people, like, I think we're all the face of LA. You know, I feel like it's everybody that's beside me, not behind me, but beside me, because I consider my people that are with me beside me, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're all the face of LA. Face of LA is just my Instagram, you know. But at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, I've done a whole lot with this music, a whole lot of, you know, trying to stay positive and keep a solid structure with my family, with my team, with everything that you know, looked up at, you know, by a lot of people. And I'm going to continue putting out positive energy and giving these people, you know, that you know, extra push, you know, by me inspiring them the way that I do. And like I said, I want us all to be the face of LA. I want us all to be in unison and in a point where they don't feel that there's nothing out there that they can't do. You know, you can do it. Like, it's just, you got to stay focused. You got to run towards it, and you got to make it happen. It's not going to just happen on its own. So,
And it takes people that have a vision.
Right.
It takes a leader like you,
Right.
like Big Lux or whomever, who
Right.
can stand up and inspire people to take a chance, inspire people to get back up, because it's not, and like you said, it's not about being in front of people, but if you don't have leadership, if you don't have a larger vision that people can buy into,
right.
then they aren't going to have the energy or the drive. They got to believe in the vision. So, I mean, I can see why. I mean, just looking at you, clearly you're committed, right? There's no turning back for you in terms of being the face of LA on what you put out here.
Right.
And that's reassuring to a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm trying to make this all a better place. That's it.
I love it. Well,
man, I'm good. I'm good with these Billionaire hemp raps by Baldacci.
Yeah.
You know, again, man, money. You see that right here, right there. You guys, the cookie store. Just get to the cookie store.
yeah, I don't think
And
people
if they
really-
don't find them there, you better demand them. Do that at your local cookie store.
Let me
know what
tell
I'm
you
saying?
something.
Come on, let's do this.
I've been doing this with Big Lux now. I don't know. We're on 404. You know what I mean? And I rarely ever see Big Lux so excited about a design or a brand that he holds the shit up and tells people, get the fuck step, let's go. Like maybe only one other time I've ever seen that in 4 years. So that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, brother, we got this dude's back.
We're just excited to work with him as well.
Bro,
Yeah,
he was
man.
driving around. He met us at 9 a.m. in Orange County, and we've been going since. So yeah, we appreciate it.
The only thing I've ever seen, like, you know, Steve, like, brand that he doesn't like is the 49ers. That's the only
Son of a bitch. All right, well, listen, gentlemen. From, you know, the South Side bringing it today. You
Right.
know, Baldacci and Shay came through, man. And it was. I just want to say thank you. I know how fucking busy you guys are. I know because I was with you guys and we were all busy today. But making the time to come out here today, we got an early start and you guys came in and knocked out of the park like always. A pro. Pros.
Thank you guys for having us, man. I appreciate you
man.
guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Hard Luck Show, man. Baldacci, the Beast, F for Music, Billionaire, Hemp.
Yeah. You got anything, Jonathan? You got a shout out over there?
No, man, just yeah, man, the hemp wraps, man, Billionaire hemp wraps. To you, of course, to all the cookie stores that we visited today, man. Everybody treated us like
Kings.
Man, yeah, no, it was awesome, man. So yeah, shout out to as always our boy Esteban.
For sure.
come on.
Yeah,
Gotta
hell
shout out
yeah.
my boy Esteban, much
Yeah,
love.
big
Right.
bro. And just our team, man. Our team that you know handles all that every day, day to day shit that people don't see that keeps that machine moving. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you saw a little bit of that today, and yeah, man.
Yeah,
The Hard
man.
Luck
It's
Podcast.
I tell
Yeah.
you, dog. Yeah, man. I mean, we get into it, man. But we all, bro. Like, no matter you guys could get an idea that things are a certain way looking through this camera, you know, and maybe some of the people that are on. But we all go through shit, man. Everybody, not just because you're some great talented rapper or some cool ass dude that builds lowriders, that you don't get your parent getting sick, that you don't get ill, that you don't have friends that get killed, that go to prison. There's shit, and everybody goes through it, man. And it's important that you remember that, because these guys are committed to so much stuff and they are dealing with all that just like any other person, but
Yep.
continuing to choose to move forward in this,
Right.
you know, and that's not always the easiest coming from some of the places we come from. So
Yeah.
hey, man,
Well,
the
you
best,
saw
dog.
our first stop today. We had to make a little pit stop, grab the baby.
Yeah, dog. It's like, yeah, those are the things you talk about as you build something, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so thanks you guys, man,
Nah,
for coming on,
appreciate
brother.
you. Yeah, thank
Baldacci,
you.
you guys got to follow Baldacci and everything he's doing. Hemp wraps.
Love, let's get it. Let's get it.
What you got?
Ovando Bone LLP. We wear braids to court. Let the tomahawks fly. The best legal representation that money can buy.
Yes. You got anything there, Dragon?
Come on, Santa.
Dragon bags with a Z?
Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, Dragon bags with a Z. Cornhole bags.
Yeah.
Get 21 faster.
Okay, get
There
to
you
21
go.
faster.
Oh, with the suspense.
Yes.
Sean at movemental.media for all your audio and podcasting needs. And don't forget to hit us up at hardluckshow.com.
Okay.
Right.
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Was that
watch
like
the show.
secret gang talk or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we're not going to get into it. We'll leave it like that. It's a mystery.
www.supermaxhardware.com.
Yeah.
Big Black Friday sale right after
Big
fucking Thanksgiving.
Black
Ooh, I'm gonna check that
50%
out,
off
bro. I'm gonna check
everything.
that out, though.
50% off everything.
Those
And
are
then
all my favorite shirts.
grab some holiday stuff at Cookies right now while you can, because they're dropping a 50% off fucking Black Friday sale
Hey.
too. So it's gonna be on and cracking. Hey, Vibes Rolling Papers, you guys. Shout out to Vibes. Shout out to Esteban Oriol. Shout out to Burner. All my boys out there, the city of Santa Monica.
And this Christmas, if you want to get your grandmother something beautiful, get her one of these fucking Baldacci wraps.
Yeah,
Put it
man.
in a stocking.
Yeah, dog.
Tobacco
For
free.
grandma. Tobacco free.
Abuelita.
Grandma.
Come on.
Nana.
Abuelita.
Yeah.
Okay. We are out of here from the Hard Luck Show. Peace.
Have a good night.